It's Christmas in July at Premier Heating and Air, and we're offering rebates starting at $1,000. With the purchase of a new heating and air system, you also get a free gift card of your choice. Choose between Wi-Fi thermostat, UV light, or a $100 Visa gift card. Premier Heating and Air is also offering a $59 service call with your first pound of Freon included free. So call today and set up your appointment at 478-300-2633. Or log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Experience the Premier difference. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Offer ends July 31st, 2025.
Hey, my name is Liz Green. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here at Fairview Park Hospital, and I'm glad to have Miss Belinda Ricks with me. We are here today to talk about a recent accomplishment that she has. She was named the local Frist Humanitarian Award that is given through HCA, and then was surprised when we were happy to tell her that our division office out of Charleston that covers all of the South Atlantic Division, Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, she was the Employee Frist Humanitarian Award for all 3 states.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So tell us, first off, just tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been at Fairview, and what areas you've worked in. If you haven't met Belinda, which I'm sure a lot of you have, she's worked kind of everywhere in the hospital, which is what makes her so flexible and have that volunteer mindset. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. I've been here 40 years as of June 17th, and I started out on OB, and then I moved to the operating room, which I worked about 20 years, and then I have gone pretty much everywhere. I've worked at cath lab, I worked ER, med-surg, labor delivery on the C side, on the surgical side of it. I'm employee health as of right now, and I can pretty much enjoy going everywhere.
Yeah. So we are thrilled to have her here at Fairview. And apart from the hospital, she's also very involved in the community. I know specifically with St. Patrick's Committee, which, as you all know, is huge in Dublin. Yes. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved in that and how long you've been involved.
I think it's 5 years that I've been. This last time, I've always, for the last 20-something years, done something on and off with St. Patrick's. My mother-in-law was involved in St. Patrick's pretty good bit, so I was always helping her. Now, as far as going up the ranks, I was St. Patrick's chair last year, which was the 60th year. I get to roll off and be the past chair this year. Still involved, be very involved. And everybody knows that Liz is also involved in it. So just being around my mother-in-law and various people and got involved in helping is a great committee, and I enjoy working for the community.
Yeah, so explain a little bit about St. Patrick's, and it's all volunteer-based. I don't think a lot of people realize this, and all this plays into who gets nominated for the Frist Humanitarian Award. HCA really looks at the employee. Do they live out the mission internally in the hospital? Do they go out to the community and give extra of their time? Which is really what HCA's mission statement is to go out and just improve people's lives, whether it be inside the hospital or outside the hospital. But I don't think a lot of people realize that the commitment to St. Patrick's is pretty much year-round and all volunteer-based.
It is totally volunteer basis. Also, all these hours that we put in is totally on everybody's own time. We start meeting April. We have our wrap-up meeting, then we start back in June. And so we start meeting every month and then some more.
Yeah, and you know, something that I think, as far as really any committee that you're on, but especially for St. Patrick's, because of the time commitment it is a sacrifice of your time. And like I said, I think that plays perfectly into the Frist Humanitarian Award. And just to give a little bit of background, the Frist Humanitarian Award was established by HCA's, one of their co-founders, Dr. Frist. And he really, back in the 70s, set the tone for HCA that we, past caring for people at the bedside, we are caring for the person as a whole. You know, a lot of people walk into the hospital, they may be happy because they're going to second floor to have a baby, or they may be really devastated because they have a family member that is, you know, fighting for their lives in the ICU. So there are a lot of emotions at all times in a hospital. And when you're the one caring for someone, you're not only caring for the patient, but you're
caring for the family.
Yeah, you that family is pretty much here with us 24/7, and you are also pretty much the caregiver and therapist and everything else for that family. So
That's correct.
That's the background of the Frist Humanitarian Award, and what Dr. Frist, one of our co-founders, really wanted to set the tone and the mission of for HCA. But can you just tell me a little bit about, during your time here, the importance of connecting with people personally and meeting them in their hardest times, whether they're having a baby or whether they're, you know, in ICU?
Yeah, well, being in the ER and being in the operating room and meeting patients, you just have to see what's going on with the patient. Patient comes first, and then you have to take care of the family members. If that means just keeping them updated, going in there and sitting down, going and talking to them, you're there for them as well. You just have, as our mission statement, you just have to care like family, and you have to bring everybody in. It doesn't matter what job you're doing, just always remember you're there to do the best you can do. And you know, that whether we put our Lord first, and then we put our families. And so just remember, it's always somebody's family that you're taking care of.
Yeah, and on a more personal note, I'm sure, I mean, just doing marketing, just getting to see parts of people's story. I'm not even at the bedside ever. The only time I'm at the bedside is when I get pulled in to help share somebody's story.
Right.
But I can only imagine, as a nurse, seeing someone through their whole stay here. You've had some pretty emotional times, probably.
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me how that benefits your life outside of the hospital? You know, whether that may be, you know, when someone does pass, being able to take that on, and, you know, whether it's just being thankful that you're in the situation you are with healthy family. You know, it has to have some kind of impact.
It does. And I thank God for my family, because they've heard a lot of emotional when things have not gone very well for a family. Nurses take it to heart. And to be able to talk to my family and be grateful for them. But also, like, living in a small town and being from here, you know a lot of these families, so you can meet them where they need to be met at, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean nurses, we don't go outside and cry a lot.
A lot of times I see them crying in here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But being from this town and knowing a lot of people around here, I think benefit. I mean, I get phone calls in the middle of the night of so-and-so's going to the ER, so-and-so's going. So, I mean, I've gotten up and just come and sat with the family several times.
And I think that's probably why you received the award. Is because I can say, it might not have been anything to do with healthcare, but anytime I call you, inside or out, you always answer.
Right.
But in closing, is there anything you would like to say about receiving the award? Belinda is truly probably one of the most humble people we'll meet, so I'm not sure what kind of answer we'll get. She didn't even want to do the interview. But no. I can truly say that Belinda is probably one of the most giving people, and she does not want the recognition, but she deserved the recognition on this. So what does it mean to you to be recognized as out of 3 states as the...
I'm very humble. There's many more people more deserving than me, but I appreciate it. Sorry, y'all. I appreciate it more than anything, and I'm very honored, but very humble.
Well, thank you for all you do. I've
Well,
seen
thank
you in the
y'all.
ER. I've seen you giving shots in your office. I've seen you all over this hospital, and I know that you have had an impact not only on colleagues, but also on a lot of families in this community through either just being there or actually caring for their family. And I think that goes along with a lot of people thinking that
Verity is
being
my family, so
yeah, that
we just
healthcare is
care
one of the
like-
most noble callings. So
Well,
thank you.
Thank you.